So let's go out with a bang. And let's move some stuff around. Hide floating controls, move my floating head. All right, so Salesforce careers, we went to designer. And what you'll find is we are at user training and enablement. User training and enablement. See, communicate your training goals. Communicate your training goals. We were in the right spot. Now we're starting on flashcard, I believe, 99. So this is 99 of 177 rather than the 200 and whatever we have to finish yesterday. And when we're done, we're done. So let's just get into it. What is the purpose of having a training strategy? To keep users on track and the overall implementation goals top of mind, increase overall satisfaction and productivity, and ensure that users understand the changes that are coming, the rollout schedule, and how those changes will impact their daily task. What are the 4 components of a training schedule? Set expectations for how and when users should use Salesforce. Explain how you'll measure success. Answer how users benefit from this new way of working. Tell your users what they can expect from Salesforce and what is expected from them. What should the communication plan include? Pre-launch program vision, key players, business goals, launch instructions on how to access Salesforce, onboarding training, post-launch user recognition, user tips and tricks, how to get help, ask questions, request feature enhancement, and report bugs. What is the importance of having executive sponsorship? It helps maintain user motivation, engagement, and keeps the value of using Salesforce top of mind. What should be included in post-launch communications? User recognition, user tips and tricks, how to get help, ask questions, request feature enhancement, and report bugs. What are the benefits of training users? Increased overall satisfaction and productivity and fewer how do I emails. How can you measure success when using Salesforce? By setting expectations for how and when users should use Salesforce, explaining how you'll measure success, and establishing that if it isn't in Salesforce, it doesn't exist. What are some ways to motivate users to use Salesforce? Showing them the efficiencies that Salesforce can bring to their jobs, such as automatic reminders to follow up with customers, or easy workflows for inputting customer information into the Sales Cloud, and taking Salesforce on the go with the mobile app. What is the importance of creating a cheer squad? It helps with user adoption by having early adopters and super users becoming evangelists to help motivate and encourage using Salesforce. What should be included in launch communications? Instructions on how to access Salesforce, onboarding training, including any scheduled training and on-demand resources inside the app or in a central location. All right, let's answer some questions. Why establish that if it's not in Salesforce, it doesn't exist? To establish a learning schedule, to emphasize that data completeness is important, to explain how management measures success, to recognize that no one likes to use spreadsheets. I would say to emphasize that data completeness is important. Which of these training topics should you plan to cover during launch? User recognition, key players, user tips and tricks, instructions on accessing Salesforce. I would say instructions on accessing, hold on, we just read this. Okay, so we're right. Well, hopefully, right? Okay, 100 points. Okay, let's continue. What is the goal of creating a training plan? The goal is to create a scalable training program that is easy to use, is consistent, and answers all user questions and needs. What are the 3 steps for planning a training plan? Identifying your audience, determine relevant training scenarios, and define your training plan. What is a scenario? A scenario is a set of processes that a user typically goes through on a daily basis using Salesforce. What should be included in a training plan for a brand new user? SalesForce User Basics, SalesForce User Tour, Reports and Dashboards for Lightning Experience, SalesForce Mobile App Basics, Do My Job Training, Homepage, Sales Processes, Key Reports and Dashboards, and using the mobile app. What is the purpose of SalesForce Navigation Refreshers? To provide users with a refresher on SalesForce navigation. What should be included in the learning journey? Training before user starts using Salesforce, or as onboarding, and as ongoing as to help encounter issues such as troubleshooting. What should be the focus of training? The focus should be on the user's role and creating training scenarios that are relevant to their day-to-day work. What does a sales rep need to know how to use Salesforce? What does a sales rep need to know how to use in Salesforce? Sorry about that. Accounts, contacts, activity history, opportunities, and tasks within Salesforce. What does the executive need to use in Salesforce for? Activity tracking, account and contact management, and reports and dashboards. What is the user engagement trailhead module? A module that provides guidance on the user engagement or learning journey. All right, let's answer some questions. What do you need to know to deliver effective training to your end user? The processes they use in their work, the cost of Salesforce, the processes that can be accomplished in Salesforce. That's E, A, and C. Which one of these is a typical Salesforce user scenario for a sales rep? Capturing meeting notes, prepping for a meeting with a prospect, creating a service case. D, A, and B. Okay, let's go back to flashcards. What is an enablement site? An enablement site is a company's unique learning content delivered through a branded experience and powered by the Trailhead online learning platform. What is Trailhead? Trailhead is a fun, gamified way to learn Salesforce. What type of content does Salesforce create for end users? Salesforce creates end-user training content that can be shared with teams. This content is best for conceptual information, onboarding basics, and calming tasks. How can users access suggested help from Salesforce? Users can access suggested help from Salesforce by opening the Guidance Center from the global header. How can you package up learning content for users? You can package up learning content for users by creating trail mixes, which are like custom playlists of greatest hits. What tips can you use when searching for end user training? When searching for end user training, you can use the business user role tag to see content that's specifically created for end users. Browse the table of contents in the left panel. Use the documentation content type filter on the search results page. Review the user permissions table on the instructional topics. Look for links to videos and check out the See Also section at the bottom of the help page. And review the How and When Do Features Become Available page in the release notes for new and updated features that are enabled for users. What tips can you use when writing quick starts or getting started guides? When writing quick starts or getting started guides, you can make the steps easy to understand and notes at the right time. Make your visuals pop, use current user interface label names, including fields, records, and objects, bold the label of buttons, links, and anything a user might click, add business process specific details, add notes before a step if the information impact what the user should do, add notes at the end for nice to know and next steps, and include the benefit to the user at the beginning. What are the benefits of using an enablement site to create training material? The benefits of using an enablement site to create training material include onboarding employees faster, supercharging productivity, increasing adoption, and cultivating company culture. How do you create a trail mix? You can create a trail mix by picking and choosing your favorite Trailhead content and packaging it up as a custom playlist. What type of content is best for Salesforce end user training? Salesforce end user training is best for conceptual information, onboarding basics, and common tasks. All right, let's answer some questions. How do you search for SalesForce end user content? Use the business user tag on Trailhead, search SalesForce for end users on the internet, look at the user permission table in help topics, A and B, A and C. So we know A is definitely an answer. Definitely not B. Letter C, look at the user permission table in help topics. How do you search for SalesForce end user content? I don't know. I kind of want to say it's just A. If it's not, it's A and C. How can companies use sales enablement to train their users? Create and publish their own trails and modules. Change the branding of Trailhead website for their company. Add contextual help to the SalesForce app. Create a custom mix of public Trailhead content. D. Okay, they're both wrong. E and A, those are my second choices. Okay. What is a learning path? Learning paths are a way to manage all long-form, in-depth learning resources and display public Trailhead and enablement site modules to specific users with the Guidance Center. What are the benefits of learning paths? Benefits of learning paths include being able to apply a due date for required learning, centralizing all learning resources on the learning homepage, earning badges inside the app, and providing many resources for users inside the app. What is in-app guidance? In-app guidance provides targeted micro-learning moments to boost feature adoption. It includes targeted floating and docked prompts or walkthroughs. What are the benefits of using the Trailhead app for Slack? Benefits of using the Trailhead app for Slack include being able to skill up teams from anywhere, share Trailhead content from within Slack with colleagues, customers, partners, and receive gentle nudges in Slack to complete in-progress pages. What is the Guidance Center? The Guidance Center is a space for users to access critical resources anytime, anywhere in the org. It can be customized with learning paths, assignments, and accessed by clicking the Trailhead icon in the global header. How can admins save time with learning paths? Admins can save time with learning paths by providing lightweight but customizable training for their users that is organized and current. What are the benefits of Learning Home? Benefits of Learning Home include being able to keep track of assigned learning and progress from one place, and for admins to manage learning assignments. How can users benefit from in-app learning? Users can benefit from in-app learning by seeing contextual, relevant help in their flow of work, reducing the need for context switching, learning relevant skills, and earning badges right inside of the app when they need it. What tips should admins consider when selecting learning items for users? Admins should consider selecting shorter resources for learning items to keep the learning bite-sized and optimize users' attention span. Only assigning 2 contextual learning items per page to avoid overwhelming the user, and using due dates to give users an idea of when to complete the learning. What is the video about in this unit? The video in this unit is about how learning paths bring the power of learning directly into the app and enable companies to skill up teams as they work with Salesforce. All right, let's get to some questions. Which feature is best if you have a lot of training created for specific users? In-app guidance, learning paths, guidance center, B and C. When creating a learning item, which settings can you customize? Due date, location, branding, A and B. Okay. All right, let's go back to the flashcards. What is the main purpose of Salesforce User Experience Designer Certification Examination? The purpose of the Salesforce User Experience Designer Certification Examination is to evaluate a person's knowledge and understanding of the Salesforce platform and its users' experience design capabilities. How can users be motivated to complete Salesforce training? Users can be motivated to complete Salesforce training by articulating the value and benefits of the training, providing recognition or rewards, utilizing super users as resources, creating a support process, communicating updates and milestones, measuring the effectiveness of the training, and soliciting feedback from holdouts. What is Trail Tracker? Trail Tracker is a free app for managing learning content for Salesforce Trailblazers that adds capabilities to Salesforce orgs for assigning trail mixes, setting deadlines, tracking completion progress, and customizing assignment notifications. What is Learning Paths? Learning Paths is a feature within Salesforce that makes it easy for users to see all their training and progress from one place. What is the Hall of Fame? The Hall of Fame is a feature used to recognize users who are actively logging into Salesforce by creating adoption dashboards. What is the feedback loop? A feedback loop is a system used to receive suggestions and provide progress and priority updates to users. What is user adoption? User adoption is the process of getting users to understand, accept, and use a system or tool. What are super users? Super users are users who understand the business processes and are passionate about the value of using Salesforce. What is the what's in it for me concept? The what's in it for me concept is a way of articulating the value and benefits of Salesforce training and deployment to users. What are rewards? Rewards are incentives used to motivate users to complete Salesforce training. All right, let's answer some questions. What is a way to motivate your users? Providing rewards and recognitions, promoting them, encouraging them to submit suggestions for enhancements. A and C. Well, encouraging them to submit suggestions for instance. That's interesting. Promoting them would be a way to motivate your users, but encouraging them to submit suggestions for well, that's also motivating. I don't remember promoting them being part of this, so we're going to go with A and C. Why should you reach out to holdouts? They can have valuable feedback to help you improve, yes. It can make your job easier, no. So you can offer them incentives to adopt Salesforce, maybe. So they can create bug reports saving you time, no. It's important to notify them that they're behind on training, no. I really hope A is the answer, because people that are holdouts are just full of information, because they're going to tell you why they're holding out, and if you tackle every single one of them, people won't hold out anymore. But if it's incentives to adopt Salesforce, I'll be a little disappointed. No, okay, good, we got the right answer. All right, let's tell the world about all of our badges. All right. Is this the correct one? Getting started with Salesforce CRM, navigate around. I don't know why they recommend things that are off trail. Like, that's not on our trail. So I have to press back a bazillion times. Okay. Salesforce B2B Commerce Basics. Okay. Salesforce B2B Commerce Basics. Getting started with B2B Commerce. Let's just make sure. Okay. What is B2B Commerce? B2B Commerce is an e-commerce platform specifically designed for businesses making purchases online. It enables companies to create exceptional e-commerce storefronts and experiences for their business customers. What key features does B2B Commerce offer? B2B Commerce is designed to support complex B2B buying relationships, including personal catalogs with exclusive items, accurate pricing based upon contract or segment, large orders of hundreds of thousands of SKUs, faster and easy reorders, personal branded sites, advanced shipping options, and preferred payment methods. How does B2B Commerce integrate with Salesforce CRM data? B2B Commerce is built natively on the Salesforce Lightning platform, and it integrates out of the box with Salesforce, sales, service, and communities to enable sales, service, and marketing to operate with intelligent customers 360 insights. What does B2B Commerce provide customers with? B2B Commerce provides customers with an exceptional online buying experience, a seamless multi-channel relationship with business buyers, personal catalogs with exclusive items, accurate pricing based upon contract or segment, and fast and easy reorders. What payment methods does B2B Commerce offer? B2B Commerce offers preferred payment methods such as purchase orders, automated clearinghouse transactions, and credit cards. How can customers make modifications to their orders? Customers can make modifications to their orders by using 2 clicks and reordering their previous shipment. What is the benefit of B2B commerce for business? The benefit of B2B commerce for business is that it provides them with a way to capture orders and manage post-order processes more efficiently, as well as providing sales reps, partners, and customers with a holistic view of the customer so they can provide a personalized one-to-one buying experience. What does B2B commerce allow customers to do? B2B commerce allows customers to organize their order and deliver a certain number of products to multiple locations all in one order. How does B2B commerce create a personalized experience for customers? B2B commerce creates a personalized experience for customers by providing them with a website that is personalized with their company's logos and with their company's colors and logo, as well as special pricing they have previously negotiated with their rep. What platform is B2B commerce built on? B2B commerce is built natively on SalesForce Lightning platform. All right, let's answer some questions. Business-to-business relationships are sophisticated because all relationships are complicated. That's definitely not going to be the answer. Everything is negotiated. There's often sales reps. Okay, B and C is D. B2B commerce makes the complex buying relationship simple by delivering a seamless multi-channel relationship with business buyers. Unified fax and email, no. Building experience, no. Installing, no. A. Some answers just do nothing but disqualify themselves. I'm going to mute me for a moment because I want to blow my nose. Maybe one. All right, you're welcome because that was not pleasant to listen to. All right, let's go. What is the main goal of B2B commerce? How can B2B commerce, let me flip the card. To create a personalized and real-time experience for business customers. How can B2B commerce make it easier to do business? By allowing customers to perform inventory checks and place large reorders with just a few clicks. What impact can B2B commerce have on a business? It can increase average order value, drive revenue in new and underserved segments, and reduce cost to serve. What is the purpose of modernizing the sales channel with B2B commerce? To provide customers and sales reps with a consistent and immediate means to be effective and build trust between the company and the client. How can B2B commerce help service technicians? By providing them with the right replacement part, ordered for the right contract, as well as parts diagrams to walk a customer service tech through the repair. What are the expectations of business buyers when shopping online? They expect sellers to interact and respond to them in real time and for the organization to be treated as unique. How did companies used to engage with customers prior to B2B commerce? They manually entered products, SKU numbers, and quantities, and then emailed or faxed the order to a distributor. How can B2B commerce revolutionize the consumer shopping landscape? By providing customers with the ability to find answers online and immediately order what they need from any device. What is the benefit of self-service focus on B2B commerce? It provides significant savings. What are the 3 ways companies are creating personal real-time experiences for their business customers? Making it easy to do business, modernizing the sales channel, and transforming service. Okay, let's get to some questions. 80% of buyers in the SalesForce survey said, well, we have no idea because that wasn't one of our cards. So let's just see where the number 80% is. They expect sellers to interact and respond to them in real time. So we actually had that just without the 80% part. Okay. Whether you are selling educational services or industrial manufacturing equipment, the goal is to transform service, transform sales and service, and make business buying easy. Modernizing the sales channel, transform service and make business buying easy. Make business buying easy, modernize service and transform sales. Transform customer engagement, grow customer satisfaction, and modernize channel management. I gotta tell you, A, B, and C kind of all say the same thing, which leads me to believe that one of them is the right answer, but D just sounds like the right answer. And of course, D was wrong. So, all right. Am I supposed to like have it in a different order? Okay, transform services in two of them. Transform sales. Make business buying easy. And what the? Modernize the sales channel. All right. Well, that one was a little bit of a punch, but let's keep going. What is B2B commerce? B2B commerce is a unified 360 customer view that turns insights into action, allowing organizations to personalize the buyer's experience. What are the key components of B2B commerce? The four key components of B2B commerce are user experience, commerce engine, account and order management, and dashboards and reports. How does B2B commerce relate to the customer relationship management? B2B commerce unifies marketing, sales, and service to deliver the right product, price, and promotion to the customer, whether they are online or offline. It also enables organizations to build their product and sales team around account and contact segmentation. What are the benefits of a B2B commerce? Benefits of B2B commerce include providing buyers with account-specific pricing and product catalogs, accurate and transparent product, price, and promotions, efficient and consumer-like buying, and sophisticated ordering across multiple locations and dates. What are the benefits of B2B commerce to sellers? Benefits to sellers include real-time visibility to account activity, partner relationship management, field ordering, sales enablement, and lead to quote conversion. What are the benefits of B2B commerce to buyers? Benefits to buyers include account-specific pricing and product catalogs, accurate and transparent product, price, and promotions, efficient and consumer-like buying, and sophisticated ordering across multiple locations and dates. How does B2B commerce work with Service Cloud? B2B commerce can be used for Service Cloud, Lightning Service Console, and Field Service. It can enable customers to access account information, order history, order status, and invoices. It can also help to resolve cases faster by ordering replacement parts on site or scheduling the repair with the delivery. What is experience management? Experience management is a key component of B2B commerce that provides business and technical users with the ability to change the layout or the storefront, create and publish new pages of content, and modify how products are searched, filtered, and promoted across the buyer journey. What role does the commerce engine play in B2B commerce? The commerce engine organizes product, price, and promotions according to the account and account segment. Product and price manager uses it to define offers, segment pricing, and contract pricing. What role does account and order management play in B2B commerce? Account and order management governs the checkout process, enabling buyers to build large orders and control where and when products are shipped. It also provides buyers with access to view and search past orders, along with tracking and order information and view and pay invoices. All right, let's answer some questions. Take a sip of water first. Account and contact segmentation for B2B commerce provides a 360 customer view and is the ERP, fundamental data for the number one CRM, content management, market operations. We go with fundamental data for the number one CRM. Only because, again, Salesforce is the number one CRM, so I can't imagine any answer being more right than that, especially since Salesforce is a for-profit company. What are 4 organizational buckets for B2B commerce? All right, let's just get them right. I remember we did these. could have sworn we did the word bucket somewhere. Okay. User experience, commerce engine, accounts and order management, and dashboards and reports. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, what is SalesForce Lightning Experience? SalesForce Lightning Experience is a modern, fast, and intelligent user interface that lets you create a user experience that improves workflow and productivity, makes jobs easier and more intuitive, and even transforms your business. What are three B2B commerce on Lightning Experience features? The three B2B commerce on Lightning Experience features are Lightning Commerce Template, Lightning Internal Storefront Administrator UI, and Digital Experience Manager. What are two benefits of using key Lightning Experience features? The two benefits of using key Lightning Experience features are improved workflow and productivity, and an easier and more intuitive job experience. What are the benefits for the Storefront Manager when using B2B commerce on Lightning Experience? The benefits for the Storefront Manager when using B2B commerce on Lightning Experience are that it helps them get to market faster, it is easy to use, and even more connected to Salesforce data and processes. What are the benefits for the business buyers making purchases from the online storefront? The benefit for the business buyers making purchases from the online storefront is a seamless self-service experience, lightning fast search with smart autocomplete powered by Einstein, a beautiful and easy-to-use storefront, quick page loads, and better customer experiences. What is the Lightning Commerce Template? The Lightning Commerce Template is a feature of B2B commerce on Lightning Experience which enables users to easily set up and deploy commerce storefronts. What is the Lightning Internal Storefront Administrator UI? The Lightning Internal Storefront Administrator UI is a feature of B2B commerce on Lightning Experience which enables users to manage and support commerce storefronts. What is the Digital Experience Platform? The Digital Experience Platform is a feature of B2B commerce on Lightning Experience which enables users to create personalized shopping experiences. What is the Experience Builder for B2B commerce? The Experience Builder for B2B commerce is a feature of B2B commerce on a Lightning Experience which enables users to quickly and easily build storefronts with drag and drop components. What are the standard objects for B2B commerce? The standard objects for B2B commerce are objects such as the cart, product, and category objects that are uniform across Salesforce, so storefront managers or admins only have to create them once. All right, let's answer some questions. Which of these features is included in B2B commerce on Lightning Experience? Lightning Commerce Template, Partner Relationship Management, Digital Experience Platform. I don't remember the word Partner Relationship Management, but I do remember Digital Experience Platforms. Let's go E, A, and C. Which of these is a benefit of having B2B commerce on Lightning Experience? Storefront managers can launch e-commerce faster and easier. B2B commerce uses B2C. I don't think we ever even saw the word B2C. Storefront managers can use third-party UI build apps. That's interesting. But we did see Einstein, so A and B, so D, A and B. So sometimes I go through things kind of quickly and I don't read all the words and stuff that you might think like, wait, you're kind of being irresponsible here. At this point of our time together, I really think it's important that you do learn how to take a test. Like I have certainly shared examples along the way. When taking a test, there are certain words that are always going to be right based on the chapter you're reading and the point of the chapter and who's giving it out to you. Who's responsible for the test. So more and more, I like to just point that out. Okay. Go Visual Force and Lightning Experience. Whoa, Nelly. Okay. What two high-level things do you need to consider about your Visualforce pages before using them in Lightning Experience? Look and feel in JavaScript code. Name at least 5 places you can use Visualforce in Lightning Experience. App Launcher, Navigation Bar, Standard Page Layout, Lightning App Builder, Quick Action, Standard Buttons and Links, Custom Buttons and Links. What is the App Launcher icon used for? It is used to activate apps, view all items, and access Visualforce tab. What is the purpose of adding Visualforce tabs to an app? To make them accessible in the App Launcher. What is the purpose of embedding Visualforce pages on a standard page layout? To display completely custom content on a standard page. Excuse me. What do you need to do to make Visualforce page available in the Lightning App Builder? Enable available for Lightning Experience, Lightning Communities, and the mobile app. How do you add quick actions to a page layout in Lightning Experience? Excuse me. By adding them to the publisher area on the objects pages layout. How do you override the actions available on an object with a Visualforce page? By defining an action override. What type of buttons and links are supported in Lightning Experience? Visualforce and URL items. How is the process of defining Visualforce buttons and links in Lightning Experience the same as that in SalesForce Classic? It is identical. All right, here comes some questions. Which of the following statements is not true? Visualforce pages display SalesForce Classic style even in Lightning Experience. All of your Visualforce pages break in Lightning Experience until you fix them. That can't be true. Your Visualforce pages that use JavaScript might need some. All right, all the above. None of them are true. Where can you use Visualforce in Lightning Experience? In Custom App, in Custom Tab, in a Quick Action. All the above. Wow. Okay, so maybe that was big. Get out of town. All right. What is the first step in setting up your Visualforce page editor? Access the Lightning Experience development environment. What is the URL pattern used to view Visualforce pages in Lightning Experience? /lightning or /lightning. What is the JavaScript code to navigate directly to Visualforce page in Lightning Experience? You're just going to have to read that yourself. I have no idea how to say that. What is the easiest way to view Visualforce pages in development in Lightning Experience? Create a tab for the page and navigate to it via the All Items section in the App Launcher. What is the difference between previewing a Visualforce page during development and formal testing? Previewing a Visualforce page during development allows you to interact with the functionality and check it's making progress toward correct behavior. Formal testing requires a test matrix describing the different factors that need to be included and tested against when the page is completed. What are the different environments needed for testing Visualforce pages? SalesForce Classic, Lightning Experience, and SalesForce App. What should you include in a test plan for developing a Visualforce page? Each different supported device, each different supported operational system, each different supported browser, and each different supported user interface context. What is the best way to avoid setbacks when testing Visualforce pages? Test early, test often, and test everything. What is the URL pattern used to view Visualforce pages in SalesForce Classic? /apex /page name. What is the JavaScript code to view Visualforce pages in SalesForce Classic? And you'll have to look at that yourself. Okay, let's answer some questions. Which of the following is not a recommended editing environment for Visualforce development in Lightning Experience? The developer console, the setup editor, development mode footer, Eclipse with the Force.com IDE. I don't remember reading that, so we'll pick that. Which of the following statements is true? You can see a Visualforce page and Lightning experience in your browser by navigating to /apex/the page name. Now it's just page name. You can see a Visualforce page and Lightning experience in your browser by navigating to /1/ no, that's long and annoying. It's totally fine to postpone testing your Visualforce pages until now. You can accurately test your Visualforce page and Lightning experience using just one desktop. So it actually might be the page name. No, they're both incorrect. Great. It was B and D. Now, mind you, when we get the answers incorrect, and you see I get both incorrect, but then able to get the second try, get them correct on both, it's not by coincidence. It's because when processing the answers, you're always looking for which one is most correct, which means you're going to have a second that is second most correct. And if you follow along with the chapter and you stay with the learning, your second best choice, when your first best choice isn't the answer, should be the correct choice. And so often it is for both of ours, just, justifying that statement or supporting that statement. What is the main difference between Visualforce and Lightning Experience and Visualforce and SalesForce Classic? Visualforce pages in SalesForce Classic own the page, the request, and the environment, while in Lightning Experience, Visualforce runs inside an iframe that's trapped inside the larger Lightning Experience container. What are two common code patterns that need updating to work in Lightning Experience? Don't touch someone else's stuff, DOM access and modification, JavaScript scope, visibility and access, JavaScript global variables such as window.location, and don't manipulate window.location to navigate to another page. What is the SForce.1 JavaScript utility object? SForce.1 is a utility object that provides a number of useful functions you can use in your own JavaScript code. It is automatically injected into your page when it runs in Lightning Experience or the SalesForce app. What are three differences between Visualforce pages running in SalesForce Classic compared to the same pages running in Lightning Experience? Suppression of the SalesForce Classic header and sidebar, changes to the Visualforce page default values when running in Lightning Experience, and the potential need to update the organization's CORS setting, remote site settings, clickjack settings, or content security policy. What is the Just Work strategy for supporting Visualforce? The Just Work strategy for supporting Visualforce is to make Visualforce pages run inside an iframe that's wrapped inside the larger Lightning Experience container, so that for pages that don't need to access or change the top-level browsing context, running inside the iframe looks almost exactly like running as a page in SalesForce Classic. I'm going to mute. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm muted. All right, let's. Okay, next. What is the most common code patterns where you'd want to access the parent browsing context? The most common code patterns where you'd want to access the parent browsing context is to manipulate window.location to navigate to another page. What are the elements of security that might be affected when Visualforce pages run in Lightning Experience? Elements of security that might be affected when Visualforce pages run in Lightning Experience include session maintenance and renewal, authentication, cross-domain requests, and embedding restrictions. What are the two categories in which the impact of a new Visualforce container can be broadly divided? The impact of the new Visualforce container can be broadly divided into two categories, security and scope. What is the mission when Visualforce pages need to access top-level browsing context? The mission when Visualforce pages need to access top-level browsing context is to prepare services to handle requests intended to be put together within the Lightning Experience context. What is the advantage of running Visualforce pages inside an iframe? The advantage of running Visualforce pages inside an iframe is that for pages that don't need to access or change top-level browsing context, running inside the iframe looks almost exactly like running as a page inside Salesforce Classic. Now let's get to some questions. Which of the following statements is true? Setting window.location directly is fine to do in Salesforce Classic. You can't use window.postMessage to send messages from your Visualforce page iframe to code running in Lightning Experience. Your Visualforce page can access DOM elements of the Lightning Experience navigation items. The SForce.1 JavaScript utility object is injected into your page in Salesforce Classic. I think it's D. Which of the following are different from when Visualforce pages are displayed in Lightning Experience? Style sheets added to Visualforce pages. Click check settings for Visualforce page. The JavaScript coded. I think it's all the above. They're both wrong. All right. What are the two global variables used to determine current user experience context? That's code. You just have to read it. What are the possible values for user UI theme and user UI theme displayed? Again, code. How can you use the user UI theme display variable in Visualforce? You can use the variable in Boolean expression in the rendered attribute of a component, or wrap larger chunks of markup in an output panel and create separate blocks with the theme test in the rendered attribute. How can you detect the current user experience context in JavaScript code? Call the UITheme.getUITheme global variable to return a value that identifies the current user's interface theme. How can you detect the current user experience context in Apex code? And that's code again. What is the SOQL query used to query for the current user's preferred user experience? Again, that's code. How can you display the result of the SOQL query on a Visualforce page? Use the script tag to query for the preference value and then use the document.addEventListener method to display the result on the page. What is the recommended way to handle UX differences in your controller and the controller extension code? It is a best practice for your controller and controller extension code to be neutral in terms of UX content. Let your front-end code, whether Visualforce or JavaScript, handle the user interface differences. What is the recommended way to handle UX differences in Visualforce markup? Use the user.UIThemeDisplayed variable in a Boolean expression, the rendered attribute of a component, or wrap larger chunks of markup in an output panel and create separate blocks with the theme test in the rendered attribute. What is the recommended way to handle UX differences in JavaScript code? Call the UITheme.getUITheme global variable to return a value that identifies the current user interface theme. All right, some questions. What is a good reason to write Visualforce pages that work in both Salesforce Classic and Lightning Experience? The less code you write, the less code you have to test and maintain. Action overrides that you use in Visualforce always use the same page no matter what the user experience context. Making sure two separate pages look different but behave the same is a non-trivial problem. I'm going to go with A because we know that to be true. And if it's not, we're going to know it's going to be D. Which of the following tells you the current user experience context when using Visualforce markup? That was the code thing. Which of the following tells you the current user experience context? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, user.ui theme and user.ui theme displayed. Okay. All right, well, that's not good. We have them both. Hmm. Okay, hold on. Difference between the two variables is that user theme returns the look and feel the user is supposed to see, and theme displayed returns the look and feel the user actually sees. All right. Let's see if that changes anything. Oh, the current user experience. So the one that they're actually using. I would say B. Which of the following tells you the current user experience context when using JavaScript static resource? What? Oh, is it different for UI theme dot get UI theme is JavaScript, right? Okay. This is Apex. They have Visual Force markup somewhere. Okay. I think we're okay. 4. Which of the following tells you the current user experience context when used in Apex? Okay. User info dot get UI theme and displayed. I'm getting really confused why they have both. Let's just do that again. Why do we not recommend using SOQL to query for the user's preferred UX text? Are not performant. The return value may not always match what the user is seeing on their browser. The user's preferred UX context is not the all of the above. Okay. Hmm. All right. That was a challenging task, but we did it and got 50 points. That was on 5 questions, only got it wrong once. That's pretty good. What are the 3 classic visual force mechanisms for controlling navigation from one page to another? Action methods, standard controller, custom controller code. What is the SForce.1 object? The SForce.1 object is a JavaScript utility object that provides a number of functions that make creating Programmatic navigation is straightforward and is automatically added to the Visualforce pages when they run in Lightning Experience. What is the first rule for building Visualforce navigation in JavaScript? Do not set window.location directly. What function is used to navigate to an S-object record? Navigate to S-object, parenthesis, record ID, bracket, comma, view, it's code. What function is used to navigate to a URL? Navigate to URL and more code. What function is used to open the page to create a new record for an entity? More code. What function is used to open the page to edit a record? Edit record, parenthesis, record ID, parenthesis. What is the recommended approach for adding a link to edit a contact record? In Visualforce markup, use, and then there's a whole bunch of code. What should be avoided when building Visualforce navigation in JavaScript? Setting window.location directly and using static URLs to SalesForce resources. What is the second rule for building Visualforce navigation in JavaScript? Do not set window.location directly. Okay, let's answer some questions. In Salesforce Classic, which of the following is not a supported way to navigate from the current page to another page? Return a page reference object to an action method. Create a link using the expression, blah, blah, blah. sforce.1.navigate to object record ID. Set window.location to the URL of the page. I'm pretty sure it always said, like, don't ever touch that. So let's just go with that one. In Lightning Experience, which of the following is not a supported way to navigate from the current page to another page? So it's kind of all the same stuff with the same D. I'm pretty sure it just always said never touch that button. All right, so the bottom one's right, but not the top one. Okay. I think it's A, the one without the code. Nope. Now we're just guessing at this point. Oh, of course, the last one, which is funny. When you're younger, it's like, when in doubt, always choose C, right? What are the two ways to change the styling of built-in Visualforce components? Use the style and style class attributes to set styles directly on a component. Add a custom style sheet using the tag. What are two differences between Salesforce Classic and Lightning Experience styling that can be changed using CSS style sheets? Use the tag to specify a custom style sheet for Lightning Experience. Use the tag to reference the Salesforce Lightning Design System style sheet. What are two approaches to applying the Salesforce Lightning Design System to Visualforce pages? Download the Lightning Design System style sheet from their website and use them as you would any other style sheet. Add the component to the markup of the Visualforce page. What are two strategies for applying Lightning Experience styling to existing Visualforce pages? Change the markup to apply new styling. Change the styling rules for existing markup. What are the recommended guidelines for using Lightning Design Systems in Visualforce pages? Use the Lightning Design System style sheet with all new markup for Visualforce pages. Download the Lightning Design System style sheets from their website or use the component in referencing them. What are the guidelines for adding the Lightning Design System style sheets and revisiting Visualforce pages to use them? Keep in mind that the Lightning Design System was designed to be applied to specific markup. There is an impedance mismatch between Visualforce and the Lightning Design systems, which can make it difficult to match the Lightning Experience visual design. What are the guidelines for adding new rules and styles to existing or new style sheets to make existing Visualforce markup look more like Lightning Experience? It is technically possible, but not recommended, as it introduces dependencies into your markup and styles of the structures, IDs and classes of the HTML rendered by the built-in Visualforce components. This approach can result in styling that will eventually break due to the HTML being an internal implementation details subject to change without notice. What is the Lightning Design System? The Lightning Design System is a design framework for building enterprise apps that look like Lightning Experience. It includes a sophisticated CSS framework, a collection of graphic assets, and a SalesForce Sans font. What are the benefits of using the Lightning Design System? It makes it easy for customers and partners to match the Lightning Experience look and feel. It includes tools that make it possible to customize the look and feel to match your own brand. For what type of Visualforce pages is the Lightning Design System best used? The Lightning Design System is best used with new pages and apps as it assumes new markup structure and styling classes. All right, let's answer some questions. Which of the following statements is true? Visualforce pages use the same visual styling in both SalesForce Classic and Lightning Experience. You can easily add style sheets specific to Lightning Experience to your Visualforce pages. The Lightning Design System is the best way to add your Lightning Experience visual design to your pages. C is correct. I'm not sure about A and B, so if C is not the right answer, we'll do D, all the above. Which of the following statements is true? If you're creating new Visualforce pages for Lightning Experience from scratch, you should use the Lightning Design System. Yes. By default, built-in Visualforce components always use SalesForce Classic Visual Design. I don't know. The Lightning Design System includes CSS style sheets, icons, and fonts. It does. So I'm going to go all the above. They're both all the above. So obnoxious. All right, this is our last one. I know you are just so excited. What components should you avoid using on pages used in SalesForce in Lightning Experience? Visualforce components. What are 3 Lightning Experience features where you can't use Visualforce pages or components? Lightning Experience header and navigation menu, SalesForce Classic header and sidebar, and block listed related list. What is the effect of the show header and sidebar attributes of when used in Lightning Experience? They have no effect. What attribute of is unaffected by Lightning Experience? The standard style sheets attribute. What feature of Visualforce should you avoid on pages used in Lightning Experience? Looks like I didn't put an answer. What JavaScript utility object is available to Visualforce pages in both the SalesForce app and Lightning Experience? Answer, sforce.1. What action overrides are slightly different in Lightning Experience compared to SalesForce Classic? Overrides for the object list action won't be accessible in Lightning Experience. What is the actions last overridden in SalesForce Classic when the object tab is overwritten and set up? Object tab. What is the action that's overwritten in Lightning Experience when the object tab is overwritten and set up? Object home. What is the action that's overwritten in SalesForce app when the object tab is overwritten and set up? Search. All right, let's answer our final questions. Which attributes of apex : page have no effect in Lightning Experience? Sidebar, standard style sheets, show header, D, A, and C. Which of the following statements is true? As of Spring 16 release, you can't customize the Lightning Experience homepage. The Apex related list tag displays all related lists in Lightning Experience. You can't use Visualforce and all the above. Nope. All right. Woo-hoo. Okay. We're posting, we're letting the whole world know. Everyone, you get to be told, and you get to be told. Okay. So now when we go back, let's see where we're at. We finished that. So this is what we have going forward. Testing. So this is an article, Welcome to Design Thinking. In fact, I did read it, so I'll just mark it complete. And in-app feedback is another link. We'll mark it as complete. And I'll add these two our email, but I did take a look at them, so I just want to kind of show you what's left. Salesforce Lightning Design Systems, exam weight. So this is important. We're going to have some modules here, but not many, right? Just two. Then we got links to charts, data entry, empty state. These are just links we're going to look at. And then look, we're done. So we just have two more modules where we have to go through. And again, they're relatively small, 400 and 1300 points, less than 2000. Then the rest is actually just looking at the pages. And then after that, it's simply just exam prep. So congratulations. We're mountaineers, 41 badges and 20,000 points. How cool. So have the best day, everyone. Absolutely love you. And get ready for a week of exam prep. And then we're taking the test.